Morning, guys. It's January 16th, 2024. From here, I gotta go put a filter in on a guy's house. That guy that I did that, he had that problem with that high efficiency gas furnace that was kind of installed real hacked up and a mess. But anyway, he's got he lives down in the dungeon area down there, and he's got a well. And he's complaining about he keeps getting rust inside the washing machine fill valve, where the water valves go in, where the hoses go in. There's little screens in there. It keeps getting blocked with rust. So I'm going to put this filter assembly in that you could open it up and blow it out, drain it. Every so often you could just turn the knob and it flushes itself out. But the problem is you have CPVC down in the basement down there, so I got some adapters, and I got this unit that I bought. It's kind of like it's glass, clear glass, and it's brass, and it's got a couple of unions on it. And should be able to hook that up to the CPVC, which is going to be glued together. I got a couple adapters for it, so I should be able to attach it to that CPVC. And every so often he's going to have to go down there and open it up and flush it out. Flush the rust out of it. You know, it's one of those self-cleaning filters type of thing. You know, every so often you go down there and just open the drain on the bottom and blows all the shit out into a bucket, and then you should be good for a while. That's what I'm going to attempt to put in over there. That was the guy that had that flood down in his basement, and he had that gas furnace that wasn't working. I guess the furnace is working now because he wasn't complaining about that. The condensate line was backed up. The guy had like a funky homemade trap on a clear PVC, clear plastic drain, which he probably didn't even need that trap in there. He could have just went direct, but I didn't want to start playing around with it because it wasn't my job. It was oversized. Furnace is way oversized for the house. Must be short cycling like crazy. I just went over there to try to help the guy out, get him going. I didn't install that mess. I hate to even get involved with some of this shit. It's so nasty. Anyway, when I get over there, I'll set up the shitter cam and try to get some shots down there. Probably gonna be flooded out because we got some snow and rain. Probably be the flipping dungeon from hell again. We'll go visit Mr. White Rat that's down in the basement down there. Decaying as a, mummified rat down there. Oh, great. Look at this. They got the road blocked off. Look at this shit. That sucks. Yeah, what I want to do is I'm going to shut this off here. I'm going to go upstairs and open up all the faucets. Open everything up. Okay. Make sure everything shuts off, and then we could...
Leave them open?
Yeah, open everything up, flush the toilets and everything. I'm going to cut this and we'll put it in here somewhere. Closer to here, I guess. That should work. Hopefully that valve works. We'll find out, won't we? I'd rather not shut this and drain this because this is a jet pump. Crazy. Should take gaskets, I think these gaskets go in here. Not sure. Must go in there like that. must have an in and an out. Yeah, it's an arrow that goes this way. One in there. That one goes in there, that's going to fit in there nice and tight, right? Like that. I might have to, there's dogs in here to tighten this up on. Good extra gaskets. There's two screens here for this thing. One's finer than the other. Rotate. What the hell is that all about? It must be the months. Whatever. CPVC 3/4. That's the size we need. Put this stuff on clockwise. Clockwise, like the clock. Looking at it clockwise. Get some pipe rope. Always better to go with the female. If you use a female, I want to go with the brass ones like this. Special wrench that goes in there that catches it. Spud wrench. Alright, so you'll grab this. Put the wrench in there. Spin this wrench and tighten that up. Spud wrench is called. one. The liquor. That's tight. Put these gaskets back on. This comes in this way and drops down, then it comes through the middle and out. This could be 3/4 on the inside and 1 inch on the outside. Or you could use these unions, which I like. I wonder what this rotate shit is all about. I have a fucking wrench here to get this thing off of here if you need it. You shouldn't have to take it off. There's extra filters. What the fuck this shit is all about? So 2 kinds of filters, a fine one and a thicker one. Yeah, there's a real fine one here. I'm going to put the other one in. You could rotate this, and this scrapes the rust off it. You rotate it, scrapes the rust off, and then you can blow it down. Alright, we're gonna get this upstairs there. I'm in 3/4. Right at that line. Water should be off.
Fucking thing's crooked as hell. What can I tell you? When I go there and here, that should be it. I should be able to move this thing easy enough. The clamp here, I could. To move it. I do have a cutter here. Hopefully I can cut this without making too much of a mess. So it's good to, I'm gonna put this in there and kind of spin it a little bit if you can. You don't want to crack it. There should be water in there, but I don't know how much. Need a liquor. Everything's open upstairs, so. Need a liquor. This should stop. Just draining back. Gotta get the water out of it anyway. I'm gonna have to shut the fucking pump off. I don't know. That thing might be leaking by. We'll see if it stops. Seems like it's slowing down a little bit, maybe. Yeah, slowing down. Need a liquor. Need a liquor, Mom. I see PVC. I'm not a big fan of this shit. Need a liquor. Gotta get the water out of it before we glue it. Gotta make sure you put it in the right way with the arrows, the way the arrows are going. It says 1 step. You've got a shock plate fitting on it. 1 step. So, see the flipping. Glue it in place there. Get a good doucheroo on there. Good flipping doucheroo, Mama. I gotta make sure the arrows are going in the right way. They are. Not the greatest. This will spin. They're supposed to let this thing set up for a while before you turn the water back on. Well, that should work. Let that sit. Why don't you come down here and I'll show you what's going on with this thing.
There's no filter I gotta put in too.
So it's got
Oh, you got new filters?
Yeah.
All right, so you got another filter here, which is a finer filter.
Okay.
Okay, you got a wrench,
Oh, wow.
right? And also you got 2 more gaskets.
Okay.
And I'll show you. You got the wrench here to take it off if you have to, but you shouldn't have to. What it does is there's a valve on the bottom here which you could open to blow it down.
Okay.
And you could spin this black thing, and that spins that white thing. So if there's any rust on this filter, it'll clean it off.
Okay.
And then when you open this valve, it blows water on the outside to clean it.
Okay.
Now, if you grab that, put that white wrench on here, you could take this out and change that whole cartridge. This one here is not as fine.
Okay.
I think this one should be fine. If not, you can put the other finer one on there.
Okay.
So right now I got it off over there.
Yep.
And this glue, you gotta let this glue set up for a while. I would give it they say give it an hour or so. The longer you give it, the better. It says it's supposed to be 24 hours, but I mean an hour or so, it should be fine.
Okay.
A couple hours. If you can wait 2 hours, 3 hours, you're better off. Then turn the water on.
Yeah, I gotta go to work at 2, so
Yeah.
when I get home at 4:30 or 5, I'll turn it on.
Yeah, that would work. That would work out. And I got unions here, and inside here is those gaskets.
Okay.
And this has to go. You can see the arrows. It's gonna go a certain way, and it's coming in this way and then out. So, like I said, this thing, as you open this and you could spin this,
It'll push all
and
this
it'll
shit.
clean that flipping shit, and it'll give it a good douche.
Yep.
And then as you spin this, if there's any rust on that filter, it'll scrape it and flush it.
Okay.
It's a nice setup. It's basically it's something if you got like rust, and instead of changing a filter all the time, this one here you could flush it.
Okay.
It's just like the one your sister had.
Yeah, I have a lot of. What happens on my wash machine?
Well, this is going to catch it.
Right, it gets all the shit, and then I got to pull the washer and dryer down in order to get to the back of it.
Yeah, it's a pain in the
You know what I
ass.
mean? So this will be nice that I can come down here and do this.
Yeah, I think that's going to work out good for you. And like I said, give it some time because it is glue. I mean, this is what's here. I have to go back with what's here, you know?
No, I totally understand that.
The furnace is working okay?
Knock on wood, everything's good.
Yeah, this is not the ideal setup the way this reducer is. See the way this reducer? Should have been on the vertical, but like this one is. This one's on the vertical. That one, it's gonna get condensate in here. You can't get it out. You know what I'm saying? The condensate.
Yep.
But that's not your issue. Your issue was the trap. All right.